Hello YouTube, this is Bash, bringing you here for week 4. We are up against Froggerman. Don't remember the name off the top of the head for their team name. I believe it's something Goodras, if I remember correctly, but I think it's Atlanta Goodras, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we're here for week 4. We're trying to bounce back. Spoilers, I guess, for the next couple seconds about last week, but in 3, 2, 1. A loss against Fierce Flamethrower. Terrible match, rough matchup, rough game. But we're here to bounce back, and we actually made a transaction that I want to talk about right in the beginning, where we ended up switching up some of our team. I noticed I was gonna have issues with Ghost and Ghost types was mainly the main issue right now, because my switch-ins right now to Ghost types are Diggersby and Absol, and I don't think those are really confident switch-ins, to be honest. And my switch-ins to dark types that were just Iron Valiant and Absol, so it wasn't the best. So I decided to switch it up, and I ended up dropping Harkle, Dragauji, and Absol, and pick up Alola Muck, because Alola Muck I think fits the team a lot better. It gives me a Pursuit Trapper to begin with. It gives me another knockoff pressure. It gives me a really bulky Pokemon that can take the hits from those ghost types and trap them, or to be able to pressure, or at least take hits from dark types, so Iron Valley doesn't be forced to take on that role. Gives me really good really good T-Spike Absorber as well, because it's a pretty confident Pokemon to come, and I think it really helps out the team a lot. And I will say after this there's only one transaction I have left on my team, so that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, we're going to talk about the team. The matchup should be coming up in the top right corner. We're facing Froggerman, and they have Terra Conkeldurr, Terra Hisuian Goodra, Tinglu, Cresselia, Spectrier, Araquanid, Thundurus T, Entei, Mega Sableye, and Grafai. My team now consists of Iron Valiant, Palafin, Terra Diggersby, Uxie, Terra Serperior, Kilowattrel, Pelipper, Alola Muck, and Fortress. So something to note is they used to be Terra Thundurus. In this game, I would have been so much more scared of the Terra Thundurus than I am of the Terra Hisuian Goodra, which I believe they switched it to. But very interesting matchup. Something that really scares me right off the bat is something like the two Pokemon really scare me right off the bat. Terra Conkeldurr and Thundurus T, though. Still, even without Terra, Thundurus T is still very scary. My ground type is Diggersby, and I do have two immunities to it and a pretty good switch-ins to it. But I feel Thundurus is such a very scary mon offensively, and I feel like it could really put in a lot of work against me, because it's just such a good breaker, really good speed tear. It's really difficult, I think, for my team. But and something to also know, they've got Hazard Stack with Tinglu and Araquanid, very scary. And then something to also note, Cresselia could become very annoying, to be honest, with a Combine set. Gonna have to try to play around that. But good thing I made the Alola Muck pickup, because we are facing a Spectrier this week, so that should be able to help a lot with that Pokemon. But yeah, let's go into sort of the ideas of what I'm going with my team. And I guess some of the thoughts too. Well, first off, when I noticed about the team, I know 100% Hisuian Goodra is coming to this game, without a doubt in my mind, because Hisuian Goodra is probably the best answer to Superior in the game. Especially now it's Terra, I guess. That's kind of a weird position, because Terra could help and hurt against Superior, depending on which Terra they go with. It's kind of like the mind games there, but it pretty much shuts down Superior because of the Sap Sipper, and because it's so spit F bulky, it's really difficult for Superior to break through it. So there's not much really. It's really difficult to try to get through it, but I think I could find other ways to do it. I don't think Hisuian Goodra should Terra in this game, but it can help against things like Iron Valley as well. But I think its main role should be to take on the Superior. Then Conkeldurr should come. Conkeldurr very scary with Terra. I would think I have like one of the best answers to Conkeldurr in the game in Uxie. Well, not the best in the game, but like pretty good answer to it. But um, no, Terra Dark knockoff very scary against scary against Uxie. So that's something to keep in mind. Then I believe Araquanid I think should come. It's probably the best Palafin answer in the game. Especially if I decide to bring like a choice band Palafin, it kind of runs his team if he doesn't bring Araquanid, so that's something to keep in mind as well. Entei should not come in Rain, I don't think. Thunder T, of course, I think should come. So at this moment, I'm looking at like Conkeldurr, Hisuian Goodra, Araquanid, Thundurus. Those 4 should come 100% of the time. I believe in this matchup. And then the last couple of mons, I feel like it go up to like toss up between like Tinglu, Crest, Spectrier, and then maybe Mega Sableye. I don't think Grafai is coming. Mega Sableye could come because it's like not a bad answer to some mons, but I feel like it struggles with others. I don't know. It's kind of like a weird position, I guess. Crest, I think, is like not a bad bring, especially since it would probably be their best answer to Diggersby. So that's a perfectly likable, like I guess perfectly good option from the bring. Spectrier, don't know if it'll come now that I have a Lone Muck, because a Lone Muck kind of like deals with it pretty well. So I don't know what exactly they'll do with that. And Tinglu, I think it's probably likely to come. I feel like it has like a decent matchup. I feel like it struggles against like a couple of mons, but it also does well against some other mons. So like things it does well against Alone Muck, Uxie, Kilowattrel, Fortress. It probably takes a hit from special Iron Valiant, and probably Okos it. So Diggersby a little bit. So like I don't know, but it struggles against like Palafin, Superior, Pelipper, depending on Iron Valiant set, that set as well. I don't know, like, so it's kind of like a weird position. That's why I'm saying like these last couple slots are up for grabs. But let's go into our team here that we're bringing this week, and we're going to lead it off with Volume, the Pelipper. We're starting off. But before before I get into this, I just want to say a huge shout out to Techno. You should use his prep doc. His prep doc is absolutely amazing. It's the reason I've been able to do so many leagues at the same time. It keeps me super organized, has everything I need on there pretty much, with like healing moves. It has momentum, removal, hazard stack, priority, etc. Has type matchups, has the speed tiers. It's a really good doc. I highly recommend it. I'll put it like it's in the description. It's also been in the description all the videos I've put in that I've uploaded for this league. 100% recommend checking it out. So just want to put that out there. But yeah, let's go into our team. We got Pelipper, Volume here. Heavy Duty Boots, Drizzle, U-Turn, Hurricane, Scald, and Defog. We're going with like a weird set. So we're running not weird set, but we're going with a weird set in a way because I don't have any reliable recovery this game. And the reason I felt like it is because I feel like I need all 4 of these moves. First of all, Defog, because of the hazard stack possibilities with Tinglu and Araquanid. I wanted Hurricane to hit Araquanid, and then I wanted Skull to hit like Tinglu and Entei. So, and I wanted U-Turn for momentum. So I feel like I needed all of them. Hurricane's really good. Spammable too. It's just really tough. So I need all 4 of them. So I decided to go with no reliable recovery this week, but I also am running enough speed to outspeed, I believe it is Adamant Conkeldurr, if I remember correctly. Let me just check 1 sec. I'm just going to pull up this prep doc on the side. I just want to double check the speed tiers. I believe it is for... Yep, max speed Adamant Conkeldurr. That's what the Pelipper speed is for. So that I threw 248 in HP, and I threw the rest into defense and take as well of a hit as possible. The idea is I can use the Pelipper to pivot into Conkeldurr and then U-turn out on the Thunder Punch, which is probably likely to come. And then I could also use this to the defensive aspect also is really nice for Araquanid as well, especially since in case they're like a toxic set or like a subtoxic set. So that's something to keep in mind as well. I can always get the defog off before it, unless it's some reason max speed, jolly or timid max speed. So just want to keep that in mind. But yeah, Pelipper looking really good in this game. And next we're going to go up with is Iron Valiant here, the Chubba Dup, with the Lumberry, Cork Drive, Close Combat, Spirit Break, Shadow Sneak, Swords Dance. So I decided to go with this set because of a couple reasons. First off, Mega Sableye, Calm Mind, Mega Sableye, could get out of hand quickly, could get scary, a little scary. I do have ways around it on the rest of the team, but still scary mon. I'm running Lum just in case they are Willow, Mega Sableye, because +2 Spirit Break always KOs Mega Sableye, even if it's max HP, max defense. So that was kind of the idea, so I could SD on the Willow and always kill it afterwards. Spirit Break is also really nice to hit the Araquanid, and can, depending on how the plays out, I might be able to take down the Cresselia with this 1v1, but it's gonna really depend. Not 1v1, more like I have the SD up and they switch in on my SD, right? The Spirit Break will dropping its special attack stat might be really helpful for Iron Valley. I also wanted Shasti to for the priority for both Setup, Thundy, and Spectrier, because those could get really scary and out of hand. Even though I have like decent checks to them, I feel like they're still very scary. But yeah, this set looks really good. I don't know if I'm going to use this as like a mid-game breaker or like a win con later, but I think it's definitely really going to be really helpful for Mega Sableye was the big one. So yeah. Next we got Sketch AV, the Uzi with the Rocky helmet, U-turn, Encore, knockoff, Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks are going to be really important in this game, but I wasn't sure about Stealth Rocks originally, but I decided to keep it on because I think it's really good for getting damage off on Araquanid, Thundy T, and Tay if it decides to come. And the big one is if they're Terraflying Hisuian Goodra. If I think they're going to be Terraflying Hisuian Goodra, I think Stealth Rocks are going to be really clutch to get 25% of it every time it comes in. Very clutch. Then I have U-turn, Encore, knockoff. Encore is to help with Calm Mind Crest, and also could help with something like Conkeldurr if he decides to lock into Earthquake on me. I could just Encore it if I switch into Uxie. Knockoff is really nice to get rid of items, and a U-turn to get momentum. I outspeed, max speed, no, I just outspeed a lot of Pokemon at like max speed, not speed boosting nature. So I outspeed Hisuian Goodra. If it's not, oh wait, let me just check. Actually, yeah, never mind. I outspeed Conkeldurr max speed. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah, I outspeed Conkeldurr max speed with this set. But I also wanted I just think this is going to be really good mon. It's going to be really utility. I decided to go with knockoff just to get rid of Tinglu because I felt like Tinglu was pretty free on this. So I'm going to get the knockoff off of U-turn. I could also get the Encore off if he goes for rocks against this or something like that. Or on the Earthquake, on the Lone Muck, I make it hard switch into Uxie Encore. I think that's a really good idea. So that was kind of what the idea of the set. And to get the momentum in for some of my other Pokemon. Now, next I'm going to show off my Palafin here. Jet Punch, Drain Punch, Bulk Up, Substitute. And I have 20 speed. 20 speed is to outspeed the max speed, non-speed boosting nature Hisuian Goodra 100% of the time. Put 248 in HP so I can take his hits as well as possible, and 240 attack adamant. And the idea is I want to set up on the Araquanid with this. Tinglu works as well, but I want to set up on a Araquanid with this was kind of the idea. The only problem is he does have two Prankster mons in a way because of Mega Sableye, Prankster before, and Grafai as well. But I think the biggest threat to this will probably be like Crest or something like that, Calm Mind Crest. Otherwise, I think this looks really good. I believe after, if I remember correctly, at +1, if rocks are up, I take out Thundy T, I think, if I remember correctly. So that's something to keep in mind. So that's why I think with Jet Punch. So I think this is going to be really, really good this game. And I actually should be able to 1v1 the Araquanid pretty much all the time. If I get above bulk up if I get a bulk up as he switches the Araquanid, which perfectly possible if he thinks I'm going to be choice banded, which isn't that bad of a bring either here. And I sub on like the toxic, which was what I'm expecting. I think I can 1v1 everything on the team, so that's really good here. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. This also provides an extra answer with Pelipper Rain Drizzle, provided with Jet Punch, going to be really clutch for things like Spec Shear and Thunder T. And Jet Punch is just really good against like Entei as well, so that's something to keep in mind. Next one, we got our debut, making its debut, Alolan Muck, Knockoff Pursuit, Poison Jab, Haze. We are running enough attack to always OHKO Spec Shear, I believe, with the investment. I think it's going to have an HP, so with Knockoff, so that's really good here. Pursuit's going to be really good at trapping it. If he brings Terra Ghost Hisuian Goodra, because they're expecting either Terra Flying or Terra Ghost Hisuian Goodra probably against my team, Terra Ghost will be Pursuit trapped, which is really nice, but I really want to keep this healthy for the Spec Shear because it's mainly with the point of it. Haze is also really nice. It allows me to stop the setup from Mega Sableye, and can help this against the setup against Cresselia as well. And Poison Jab is just really like nice to hit things as well. But yeah, that's the set we're going with here, making its debut here. Black Sludge as well to get the longevity as well. And I put in as much special attack and an HP investment I could to help against the Spec Shear. This was the best investment I could do with without having the 68 EVs that I'm using for my attack stat. So I think this is the best way to handle it. I do know that Conkeldurr and Tinglu are probably going to switch in on this, and maybe even Mega Sableye depending on the set. So I'm going to have to play around it pretty comfortably, like pretty well. I feel like Tinglu, I could have a pretty easy switch in some mons, but we'll see how it plays out. And the last mon, debating for a little bit what I want to do with this last mon, because Thunderous Terrain looks very scary against my team. So I decided to go with this weird superior set. Leaf Storm, Terra Blast, Dragon Tail Synthesis, Terra Ground. It's another way for me to stop setup from Mega Sableye and from Cresselia, but the main reason for this is because I want to answer Thunderous T. I don't know if he brings Grass Knot this game or not. Focus Blast is just as good as well, but Thunderbolt, if they don't think Diggersby is coming, they could just go Thunderbolt Sludge Wave, and that could be really scary against my team. So I'm bringing Terra Ground to be able to deal with the possible Sludge Wave as well. I also think don't think they'll put Grass Knot on the Superior. But yeah, the idea is the basically Dragon Tail stuff around with the rocks up, especially Hisuian Goodra, because I know that's coming in with the Sap Sipper. So if I could Dragon Tail that around, I could keep getting chip off on it, and that will make it a lot easier for a Superior for the end game, possibly. But I don't think Superior is going to sweep. I really wanted to use it for its capabilities in handling the Dundee T, and then stop setup from Cresselia and Mega Sableye. That was kind of the real idea I wanted behind it. It could do well against other things as well. Like it could be nice against Tinglu as well. But that's the main goal, at least for it. So yeah, and that's the team we're going with this week. Hopefully we pull out a dub. That would be really clutch. And I'm going to cut to the battle. And we are back. Just want to make sure. Yep, we're good. Okay, so they bring Thunderous T. They bring Hisuian Goodra, Terra Ghost. Very interesting, very interesting. I did say that they could bring that, Terra Ghost. And then I'm going straight to Pelipper here because I know for a fact that they're probably going for Webs or Toxic or something like that. They got Spec Shear. Yep. Let's defog these away. Okay. I'm just going to fire off a Hurricane here. Defog. There's a Sticky Web, Spec Shear, Mega Sableye, Araquanid, Conk. I forgot to look what Conk was again. Conk is Terra Poison. Interesting. Poison. Okay, that's actually pretty good for her. I'm gonna go to Uxie here. Very interesting, Terra Poison. I want to see this damage here. Pelipper to Uxie. No crest is really nice for me. I want to see. Wait, okay. I want to see. Does nothing. I can get my rocks up, which is really nice. Or I can knock off, which is both really nice too. Can I get rocks up though? Okay. I'm gonna knock off here. What do you go for? Grip Claw, so he's Infestation. That's fine with me. I'm gonna Encore him into that. And I'm gonna U-turn out into Pelipper. And then I'm gonna U-turn again, expecting to switch out. Uh-oh. Okay. My switch-ins to Conquer going pretty low, though, is the only problem. And then I'm just gonna U-turn again. This should kill. That's gone. Really good. I don't know what he wants to bring in here. Safest plays, maybe Serp? I could go Palfin here, but he brings in Thundy. My team got a lot weaker than I wanted it to. No more webs though, which is really nice. I kind of want to go out to Serp, or kind of want to go to Pelipper. Pelipper is not bad here. Halfin Hero against Thunderous. Jet Punch in the rain. Okay, that's really nice though. Maybe I do go Serp. Actually, yeah, I'll go Serp. Here. He goes to Suing Goodra. Nice. I am... So, Uxie earlier took how much? I need to slow down a little bit. Thunderbolt. How much did it do? Thunderbolt did how much? 22%. Okay, so he's probably like that, like a max attack set. The Thunderbolt's still gonna do a lot. Probably going for Ice Beam here. Huh. Okay. Kind of go. Just kind of Scald, see if we can catch. Or I'm gonna U-turn out actually, in case he saves this. Goes for Ice Beam, so he's Ice Beam. He's faster. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I put Speed Invest on this. This takes me out here. Okay. I don't know if there's any way for me to get in Howlhead and put in the work, so I think I'd go in and Drain Punch. Because that should recover me enough back. Actually, wait. He's slower than Pelipper. So I could bulk up here, maybe. I could sub. I'm gonna sub, yeah. Okay, awesome. And I'm going to bulk up. Or did I just Jet Punch twice for this Mega Sableye? He's Encore. Interesting. He's Nightshade too. Okay. He's Encore, Nightshade. We're not in a good position here. Maybe I sack off. He's Willow. Interesting. I'm a Scald. I've not seen anything. So is this? Wait, this can't touch. Oh, Muck then. Probably. I'm just gonna Scald. Got the burn. He's Flame Orb. Conkeldurr. In Rain. Actually, let's see how much Pelipper Scald did. Pelipper Scald did 45%, so he's probably max HP. Yeah. Okay. Sub again, and that would put it in range. Yeah, I like that play. And I'm just going to Drain Punch here. This isn't too bad actually. He's just going for Mach Punch. I could have bulked up too, but I think that's fine. Yeah. I'm not in the best position here, but okay, I'm going immediately to Serp here. That's the play. Wild Storm. Interesting. I'm going to... Very interesting that this set... Can I get any information about this set here? Wild Storm... Wild Bolt Storm. Yeah. So it's not specs. 32%. Surgery. I should Terror, and I think I Dragon Tail. Yeah. Okay. Get out of here. I'm fine with doing this again. I'll Terror Blast here. If he Encores me, that's perfectly fine too. You're just giving me more chip. And now this is probably in range of, yeah, it's in range of Palafin, which is really nice. So I think we're looking in a good position. This Sableye might be really annoying though. So I'm gonna have to play around it correctly. Damage, nice. I'm going straight out to Palafin here. Predicting the Ice Beam. We're chipping this down, so honestly, Serperior could win this game too. Good play. Good play. I am going to Jet Punch predicting the Sableye, I think. Actually, do I even need to predict? I don't think I need to predict. Yeah. That's a good play. Good play. Good play. Do I Pursuit? Because isn't Superior just win then? Or do I go Iron Valiant? Well played. Dragon Tail did how much again? 10%. Okay. Probably max HP. So now that he's Terra Ghost, It's getting really interesting in game. I kind of want to go a little muck and knock off, but okay. Let's see what we can do. If we can pursue trap this. So we're in a really good position if we do. But if he goes for Earthquake, I'm in a really bad position. I think, yeah. It's interesting. This game has not played out the way I wanted to, but thank God that... Oh, that's dead. Awesome. Perfect. And... he can't do anything to me, so I'm just gonna... Poison Jab here. Actually, is that even worth? I could just go Superior and just sweep, I think, at this point. Yeah. I think Superior might just sweep. Let me... The Dragon Tail earlier with... Did how much? 13%. So he's not Mega yet. He might be Spit F, yeah. What do you go for? Oh, he's T-Wave. Interesting. I just Leaf Storm here. T-Wave. So he's mono. Yeah. He has to sack. I don't. That's dead. Yep. Nice. He has to go Spectrier, and I go straight out to Alone Muck, I think. And just knock off. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going straight out to Alone Muck. I'm not letting it do anything. I'm knocking off this. And he's sub. Interesting. So he's sub. No item though. I should outspeed this, yeah. I'm just gonna go for another knockoff. Yep. I think that might be game. I'm keeping this around, so I'm gonna go to Superior here because I want to make sure nothing crazy happens here. Because Alone Muck should always beat the Spectrier at this point, I think. I think we're in a good position. Didn't play exactly the best around some of the threats. I wanted to get Palafin in on the Arachnid, but I couldn't figure out a way to do it safely, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I just get a free Leaf Storm, and he's probably choiced. I think he's Choice Scarf probably. Done. So Superior's at +2, and I think that should be game. I'm just gonna Terra Blast here in case. I don't think the specs being specs mattered. What were you supposed to be? What were you supposed to be? I don't think it mattered. I think because I think a little Muck is literally built to deal with it. Even if he was disabled, I still had Pursuit, which is kind of the idea, and I also had Haze to stop it from setting up. I'm assuming he was Shadow Ball Mud Shot. Oh, they already left. Okay, well, we take the dub. Game did not play out the way I planned to, but it worked out. Because I was hoping to get Palafin in, but maybe I should have if I bulked up on the Concounter. But the Mega Sableye being Sableye with Encore was just kind of very annoying for the team. There was not much I could really do. Oh, he was Life Orb. I don't think it mattered. I don't. For. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it really added to it. I don't know. I'm just gonna check the calcs, right? So Alolan Muck, Spec Shear, he's Life Orb. Mud Shot. And also, I think he would have been in a position where, like, the only way he could have won is if he got +2 timid. I'm assuming he's timid because of Kilowattrel. If he got a crit, but then on top of that, he would have been taking chip damage. Well, okay, so he would need to be a +2. If he's Nasty Plot, sub Nasty Plot, Mud Shot, Shadow Ball, Life Orb, he would need to be able to get the +2 off, sub +2, which I would have broken the sub at that point. Get the +2, and then he would have been chipped down, and I think he could have been chipped down into range, but he would have had a crit the Mud Shot as well, because that was very Spadef Alolan Muck. I think so, yeah. That's because otherwise Life Orb Mud Shot from Timid at +2 does 61.1 to 72.4%. So I don't think it mattered. He would have had to get like really lucky, I think, in order to bring that game back. Because I also had Valiant with Sneak was kind of the hope, the idea. But yeah, Serp doing its thing. Honestly, Serp went in crazy this game. I did not expect. I'm assuming they were Choice Thunderous, which is kind of a crazy bring against Kilowattrel because Kilowattrel should be able to wall it. Depending on the set, obviously, but did not expect that set. Yeah, game went very interesting. Should have stuck with my guy and went for the Jet Punch on the Yusui Gudra, but I don't think it mattered. But it wasn't even for a prediction for Terra. But yeah. I guess, yeah, if he was forced to Terra, I was perfectly fine with it because Alolan Muck then put in the work, so Superior could put in the work. So, yeah, GG to Froggerman. We put out the dub with a 3-0 on the back of Superior in our new edition of Alolan Muck. And thank God I brought Rocks because Rocks were really good in this game actually. But yeah, GG to Froggerman. We will be back next week. I believe we are playing Xion, I think is how you pronounce it. Xion. Yeah. Gonna be an interesting game. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, Bash out.